Hey, welcome to Trending News. Here is weekly news highlights. The 22nd of July to the 27th of July. Politics. Biden's exit from the 2024 presidential race. President Joe Biden's decision to drop out of the 2024 presidential race and endorse Vice President Kamala Harris has sent shockwaves through the political landscape. This unprecedented move has led to a flurry of endorsements for Harris from prominent Democrats, including Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. The Democratic National Committee is moving forward with a process to determine the party's presidential nominee by August 7. Trump and Harris campaigns. As the 2024 presidential race heats up, former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris are entering the final 100 days of their campaigns. The race has been marked by rapid developments and unpredictability, with both candidates vying for the top spot. Trump's campaign has been particularly aggressive, with his team filing appeals and legal challenges, including a request to throw out a $454 million civil judgment in New York. World. Myanmar junta leader assumes presidential powers. General Min Aung Hlaing, leader of Myanmar's military junta, has assumed presidential powers after the figurehead leader Myint Sui was placed on medical leave. This move has further consolidated the junta's control over the country amidst ongoing political turmoil and human rights violations. Israeli airstrikes in Gaza. At least 30 people were killed in an Israeli airstrike on a school in Gaza, according to Palestinian officials. This incident is part of a series of attacks that have escalated tensions in the region, with previous strikes reportedly killing and injuring hundreds. Sports. Paris Olympics. The Paris Olympics are in full swing, with notable performances and competitions taking place. Simone Biles and Team USA women's gymnastics are among the highlights, while the swimming competition has also drawn significant attention. LeBron James has been selected as Team USA's male flag bearer for the opening ceremony, adding to the excitement of the Games. Oscar Piastri's maiden F1 victory. Australia's Oscar Piastri won his first ever Formula One Grand Prix in Hungary, a significant milestone in his racing career. The race was marked by intense competition and drama within the McLaren team. U.S. News. Ohio hiker rescued. An Ohio man was found alive after being missing for 14 days in the rugged terrain of a Kentucky forest. The rescue operation, which involved extensive search efforts, concluded successfully as the hiker was located just as hope was starting to fade. Secret Service Director testifies. U.S. Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle testified before the House Oversight Committee regarding the recent assassination attempt against Donald Trump. The hearing focused on the security failures that led to the attempt and the measures being taken to prevent future incidents. Entertainment. Inside Out 2 feet breaks records. The animated film, Inside Out 2 inches has become the highest-grossing animated movie of all time, surpassing Frozen 2 inches with a global box office total of $1.46 billion. This achievement highlights the film's widespread popularity and success. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman shared the story of how they convinced Madonna to license her hit song, Like a Prayer, for their upcoming film, Deadpool and Wolverine. The collaboration has generated significant buzz and anticipation among fans. The 23rd of July 2024. News. 2024 Paris Olympics. The 2024 Paris Olympics are in full swing, with various events capturing global attention. The United States women's basketball team, the most decorated in Olympic history, is aiming to extend its streak of 7 consecutive gold medals. Meanwhile, the men's soccer tournament has kicked off, with 16 teams competing in a knockout format. In swimming, Katie Ledecky won a bronze medal, and the Team USA men's 4x100 freestyle relay team secured a gold medal. 3. Additionally, the debut of new sports like breaking and kayak cross is adding excitement to the Games. Heatwave in the Middle East. The Middle East is experiencing unprecedented high temperatures, leading to significant disruptions. The Iranian government has announced the closure of all state centers, organizations, and banks to protect citizens' health and manage energy consumption. This extreme weather is further straining the region's power systems, highlighting the urgent need for effective climate adaptation strategies. U.S. politics. In the political arena, Pete Buttigieg has emerged as a favorite for Vice President Kamala Harris's running mate in the upcoming 2024 election, according to recent polls. This development is generating considerable discussion as the election season heats up. International relations. The complex dynamics of international relations continue to unfold, particularly in West Asia. Despite both China and the U.S. expressing support for a two-state solution to the Palestinian-Israel conflict, peace remains elusive. The differing approaches of these global powers contribute to the ongoing tensions in the region. The 24th of July 2024. News. U.S. Presidential Election 2024. The 2024 presidential election has seen significant developments as Joe Biden has dropped out of the race, leaving Kamala Harris as the likely Democratic nominee. Harris is now set to face off against Donald Trump in what is shaping up to be a highly unpredictable and fast-moving campaign season. With just 100 days left until the election, both candidates are ramping up their efforts to secure votes in key swing states. California wildfires. The town of Paradise, California, which was devastated by a wildfire in 2018, is once again under threat from the state's largest wildfire this year. The park fire has prompted evacuation warnings and has brought back traumatic memories for residents. The fire is part of a broader pattern of wildfires affecting Oregon and Canada as well. Media and entertainment. Jon Stewart has publicly stated that NBC and CNN are not allowing their reporters or pundits to appear on his podcast. Stewart's resurgence in the public eye has been notable, and his comments highlight ongoing tensions between traditional media outlets and new media platforms. Youth voter engagement. Youth-led progressive organizations are hopeful that Kamala Harris will energize young voters, a demographic that has been critical of Joe Biden's engagement with their issues. These groups believe that Harris can refocus the campaign on topics that resonate with younger voters, potentially boosting turnout in the upcoming election. Fundraising and campaign updates. Kamala Harris is expected to raise $1.4 million at her first fundraiser since becoming the presumptive Democratic nominee. The event, held in Pittsfield, is one of the largest political gatherings in the Berkshires in recent years. This fundraising effort is crucial as Harris prepares for the final stretch of the campaign. Polling data. Recent polls indicate that the race between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris is virtually tied. Polls conducted by HarrisX, Forbes and the Wall Street Journal show a close contest, reflecting the highly competitive nature of this election cycle. The 25th of July 2024. News. 2024 presidential election. The 2024 presidential election has taken a dramatic turn with Joe Biden's withdrawal from the race. Vice President Kamala Harris is now poised to face off against former President Donald Trump. This development has set the stage for a highly unpredictable and fast-moving campaign season. Both candidates are entering the final 100 days of the race, with Harris focusing on economic reforms and Trump targeting her on issues like inflation. Wildfires in California, Oregon, and Canada. The town of Paradise, California, which was devastated by a wildfire in 2018, is once again under threat from the state's largest wildfire this year. The park fire has prompted evacuation warnings and brought back traumatic memories for residents. The fire situation is exacerbated by additional wildfires plaguing Oregon and Canada, highlighting the ongoing challenges posed by climate change and fire management. Media and public engagement. CNN has seen a significant increase in its online engagement, with usage of its website and news app quintupling. This surge in media consumption underscores the public's growing reliance on instant news updates, especially during critical events like the presidential election and natural disasters. Jon Stewart's podcast controversy. Jon Stewart has publicly criticized NBC and CNN for not allowing their reporters to appear on his podcast. Stewart's resurgence in the public eye has been notable, and his comments have sparked discussions about media freedom and the control exerted by major news networks over their journalists. Economic policies and middle-class support. Both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump have emphasized their commitment to strengthening the middle class. Harris has been particularly vocal about her plans to address economic disparities, including proposals to provide rent credits based on income levels. This focus on economic issues is a key part of her campaign strategy as she seeks to differentiate herself from her opponents. Youth voter engagement. Youth-led progressive organizations are rallying behind Kamala Harris, hoping that her candidacy will energize young voters. These groups have been critical of Joe Biden's engagement with younger demographics and are now looking to Harris to bridge that gap and address their concerns more effectively. Challenges at X, formerly Twitter. Linda Yaccarino, the CEO of X, is working to restore the platform's business and bring back advertisers. However, her efforts are continually challenged by the unpredictable actions of the platform's owner, Elon Musk. This dynamic has created a complex environment for managing the social media giant. The 26th of July 2024. News. The 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris officially kicked off with an extraordinary opening ceremony along the Seine River, featuring a parade of athletes on boats, performances showcasing Paris's culture and history, and a unique cauldron lighting. Vice President Kamala Harris, the presumptive Democratic nominee, said she is ready to debate former President Donald Trump. Trump has also expressed interest in debating Harris, but his campaign said it won't commit to future debates until the Democratic nominee is officially chosen. Harris met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, urging him to accept a Gaza ceasefire agreement. Trump is expected to meet with Netanyahu today at Mar-a-Lago. Former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama endorsed Harris in a video released today. Wildfires continue to burn across the U.S., with around 80 large active blazes, including a 270,000-acre fire in Oregon and a 160,000-acre fire in California. The 26th of July 2024. News. Campaign trail activities. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump are actively campaigning, with Trump headlining a cryptocurrency convention and holding a rally in Minnesota. Harris is expected to speak at a Massachusetts fundraiser. Debate developments. Trump's campaign has not committed to future debates until the Democratic nominee is officially chosen, while Harris remains ready to debate him. Israeli Prime Minister's meetings. Netanyahu is meeting Trump today after discussions with Harris about a potential Gaza ceasefire agreement. Election countdown. The 2024 presidential election is nearing the 100-day mark, with Democrats closely monitoring Harris's running mate vetting process, expected to conclude before August 7th. Thanks for watching my video. Like and subscribe to my channel for more news updates.